Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the weekly Michalaks show. Boy oh boy do we have a mediocre experience lined up for you. I know what you're thinking. I didn't come here to watch an almost 40-year-old rigid dad in a bowler hat desperately try and oversell a dying channel. Allow me to explain. This is Rufus, he's our 1-year-old son, and this week he's been rather ill. And for the past week he's been screaming directly into our faces non-fucking stop, which has basically sent my wife Hannah and I fucking insane. Check this out.
It's a brown envelope.
This brown envelope here
in the brown envelope
is probably the most important envelope we're ever going to
open.
That's the word I was struggling to find there. Wow.
Oh my lord.
That is our. Is that
Ow! Actually hurt.
This is just a contract, I suppose, for buying a house. So we've got to sign this today.
And read it.
Oh no, we can't read this, man. Like, there's no way you can
One
read
of us
that.
has to read it.
But as soon as we sign that and drop it in, then it's done, man. Then at the end of February 28th, we get our keys for our new house. Land registry. What is title report?
What's the title report? God, it's so boring.
I don't think we're going to move at the end of Feb. I think we're going to do a slow move because we've paid rent right up till May on this place. So it's going to be like a slow move, moving from our stuff from here to there. It's not that far away. It's probably about...
Well, maybe don't tell people, seeing as that girl came knocking on the door the other day.
Oh yeah, we had a couple of viewers knock on our door the other day and it was really creepy, man.
It happened about 2 weeks ago now. Hannah answered a knock at the door and was greeted by 2 viewers who told her that both of their phones had run out of battery and they needed a charger and somewhere to charge them. A pretty freaked out Hannah left them at the door, came into my office and said, "Stef, what do I do? There are 2 viewers at the door." I asked Hannah if they looked like they could beat me in a fight and she said, "No, I don't think so." So I decided then and there to go and give them a piece of my mind. I basically told them that what they were doing wasn't cool and they would have to look for a phone charging facility elsewhere. Now scram before I call the cops. I didn't say that last bit, but I should have.
Most people who watch us and are part of our community would know that that's just like not something that's
normal thing
you
to
would do. No. I'm so excited about our little house.
I know, me too.
It's cool though. I can't believe we've actually got to a point where we can do it.
Well,
like when we first met, like in the jobs that we were in at that point, there's no way we would have been able to afford to get a deposit together for a house ever.
No way. The average salary in London is £34,000, yet you would need to earn £51,200 in order to afford to rent a 1-bedroom apartment in London. So what most people do is they live in shared accommodation, they rent a room in a shared house, but still most people are paying over 50% of their salary on rent. Sometimes up to 80% is just going straight to rent. So once you've factored on all your food and your bills and all the other bits and bobs that go into living, you don't have any money left to save for a deposit for a house. So how can people get onto the property ladder? I don't want to sound all preachy, but I'm going to tell you how we did it. It might help a couple of people. So excuse the preachiness of this. When I was about 22, I had no idea what I was going to do with my life. I was so confused. I was thinking, oh Jesus, what am I going to do? So I was working in a shop in Guildford selling stone flooring. Felt within me that wasn't my calling. So I went down to Waterstones, the bookshop, and I picked up a couple of little books on web design and I took them back home and and in my free time and at work when it was quiet, I'd read these little books. That little thing that I did about 20-ish years ago had this butterfly effect and affected so much of my life now. It set me off on a path. So I kind of feel like the only real way that you can kind of do it for most people is to cultivate passions and things that you're interested in, and then in the future they might bear fruit and you might be in a much stronger position to buy your own place. This isn't me trying to be sanctimonious or preachy, it's just to say that whatever it is you want to do, start now. Start now.
Everyone watching has kind of helped us do it because
we couldn't have done it without the viewers.
We wouldn't have been able to save that much money.
If you think about it like that in a weird way, like it's when you look at the house, there will be a small part of that house in a way that, you know, was made by you. It sounds a corny thing to say, but it's true. Like there's a small bit there in that house that just by watching you've made happen. God, this is a boring vlog.
where the vlog goes to die.
We are thinking about like scaling the vlog style backs anyway. I think stopping them being so overproduced. People seem to like them when they're a bit more scaled back anyway and less kind of overproduced, I suppose. I was thinking about that. I was like, maybe people don't come to YouTube to watch like kind of miniature film / TV shows. They come to YouTube to watch raw stuff. So maybe I should be making more raw stuff. I don't know. I'm always having internal conflicts over this whole thing, but I'm thinking maybe just to scale it back a bit now. We're gonna just keep throwing mud at the wall and see what sticks. That's how to do it in life. Just try loads of shit and see what works.
On the plus side, our poorly baby is napping for the first time all weekend. He didn't nap all weekend. The weekend was quite horrific.
The weekend was gross.
Like, it ruined both of us. We were both like shells of people afterwards.
We went out for this really beautiful woodland walk, and which looked beautiful through my camera.
You always stir my imagination. Sometimes it borders on fantasy, and sometimes I find visions flash through my mind, close to reality.
The reality of it was super stressful.
My feet are freezing and wet. Well, it's just cold and stressful.
Want a bit of cake? Should I give him a bit of cake?
It was freezing yesterday as well. It was like snow weather.
Yeah.
Freezing cold feet for the whole time. Grayson was crying because he was cold. Rufus was just crying because he was ill. We shouldn't have taken him out. I didn't realise how ill he was until we got out there and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And then you dropped your brace in the mud.
I dropped my brace and Grayson stood on my brace and just stood it into the mud. I was like...
It was like the whole thing was just a disaster.
Yeah, it was.
And then we came home and just like endured ill children.
Yeah, that was savage.
It was a tough weekend.
It was a
I
tough
still feel a
weekend.
bit broken from
No,
it,
me
to be
too.
honest.
We went to bed super early. Just like let's just numb ourselves with sleep, with a sweet embrace of sleep.
But yeah, at least he's asleep now. That
Yeah.
means that we're getting better, hopefully.
Can we drop these contracts off at the solicitor's codes? We'll be back in a sec.
I'm not the person down the block. I'm not the kid you like a lot.
We're going to have a really chilled one. We're not going to do activities and stuff. I think we're just going to try and eat some dinner and get in front of the cartoons, maybe get some toys out and just take it easy and be gentle. I think we're all a bit like, of like a shell of a family after the weekend.
Just had my hair cut. Do you want a crisp? This normally makes you laugh. You better not eat this one because this one's mine.
This one's my one, okay? Don't take this one. Don't you dare take it, Daddy's.
Right? I'm gonna eat it myself.
Yum, yum.
All our hallways at the moment are peppered in bags for the charity shop.
Hannah is currently obsessed with this Japanese lady here, Marie Kondo. She has this Netflix show all about chucking things out that don't spark joy in your heart. Rufus, he's not sparking much joy in my heart right now. So it's just as well I've not joined this Marie Kondo cult, but I don't think she needs me to anyway because she's sold already nearly 6 million copies of her book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. Anyway, it's genuinely been really good for us because Hannah has thrown away a lot of stuff that we don't need, that she just clings onto because it has sentimental value. So yeah, I'm happy for her to be in this cult.
Don't you dare take it out of my mouth. Don't you dare. You're making me look... Ruthie, we always do this, come on.
So I have managed to get rid of, well, not get rid of, but like give to charity, loads of baby toys that I found quite hard to get rid of.
Oh, don't take it. It's my one. It's my crisp. You can't have it. You can't have...
Because they've gone through both our boys, I'm like, I've got this like sentimental attachment to them.
There isn't a dad in the world who doesn't go starry-eyed at the sight of a packet of Pom Bears. They're so freaking good. I don't know why they're marketed to kids. They should be marketed to dads. So good. Now, I'm not doing this because I'm a nice guy. I'm doing this because I was cornered and I couldn't get out of it. My friend Tony at CrossFit stopped me and said, "Stef, what are you doing next Sunday?" And I sort of said, "Oh, nothing, I don't think." He goes, "Do you want to do a charity thing with me?" And I was like, "Oh, what is it?" And he said, "A marathon on a rowing machine and 500 burpees." I don't think everyone knows what a burpee is, so I'm just going to quickly show you what a burpee is. You jump down on the floor, you jump back up, and you clap your hands above your head like that with a little jump. Looks easy, but try doing about 10 of them and you'll hate your life. So I just said, no, absolutely don't want to do that. I couldn't think of anything worse. And he said, well, it's for this guy who does CrossFit. He's got bowel cancer. We're trying to raise some money for him. And I was like, well, I can't say no now, can I? So that'd be a scummy thing to do. So that's what I'll be doing on Sunday with my friend Jason and Tony and Jason's girlfriend, Eva. It's going to be brutal and disgusting, and I'm going to hate every moment of it. But if you want to donate any spare change, then I'll put a link in the description where you can donate, I suppose. But like I said, it wasn't me being nice doing this, it was kind of cornered into it, so no praise.
He's eating some of it with the power of Bing. Hello,
Power of Bing.
Power of Bing. I'm gonna get you back.
My bag of boys, get in the bag, get in the bag, get in the bag.
You in bed, boys? Oh man.
Good morning, Mr. Snotty Face.
Hey!
Good morning. It is another day with a sick baby. But I feel like I'm gonna slowly lose my mind today. Hello. Want to come up? Yeah?
Right, I'm gonna make some eggs and avocado on toast. Before I do that, I want to show you something. You might be thinking, what the hell is that, Steph? This is something that people used to use in the olden days. It's called a pressure cooker. Like, everyone I've talked to about it, they've been like, yeah, I didn't think they did those anymore.
Oh, the poor woman. My cooking is now done in the modern manner, by pressure cooker.
I am using Pinterest for a survival guide today because I have a board called Toddler Indoor Play, which is just ideas of what to do indoors that doesn't involve cartoons, because we watched a lot of cartoons yesterday and I know he's ill, but I don't want to watch that many episodes of Bing today because I think I might go crazy. I'm going to do the Discovery Spiderweb Basket, Animal Tape Rescue, Animal Tape Rescue. Yeah, thank you. Should we say cheers? Cheers, good boy. You what? Cheersing Daddy? Off he goes to cheers Daddy.
Oh, cheers, thank you. Thanks very much. Mine.
He doesn't know what to do now. Yeah. He's like, oh, that was an anticlimax. Yeah.
I highly recommend getting yourself a pressure cooker. They're about 60 quid roughly, 60 to 100 quid. Worth every damn penny, man.
We all waited for him to make the first taste test. Mr. Bartlett was sold.
We use it pretty much 3-4 times a week, I'd say. Oh, and everything that comes out of it is just so good.
A question often asked by women, will it save me money? Yes, it will, to a surprising degree.
Maybe I'll show you one time how I make my sausage casserole, because it's so easy. Throw a bunch of sausages in it, throw a bunch of your root vegetables in it, some onions, and put a lid on it, and turn it on. If you want tasty food, but don't want to go through all the effort of making tasty food, then you need to get a pressure cooker.
Pressure cooking is a new way of cooking.
Get yourself one, and you will never look back. It will improve your life by about 6.2%.
I'm gonna make the little laundry basket like nest thing. You basically put loads of toys and string in it and they have to like try and get the toys out. So I'm gonna make that, and I'm also gonna make the animal rescue tape thing. Basically I've turned into a crazy person. But hopefully it will keep them entertained for a bit until lunchtime and stop the crying so much. I'm exhausted already and it's only 10 o'clock. I'm like, it's gonna be a long day. I don't mean to moan, because obviously we're very lucky to have 2 healthy children, but if anyone watching has ever had sick kids or looked after sick kids, you will know how draining it is and how you're just constantly trying to think of like what to do next to just like keep them happy for a few minutes. So yeah, that is my job today. I'm not going to do any work today. I think I'm just going to do full-on mum mode today because I don't think I'm going to be able to do any work.
Anyway, I'm going to shut up and make some eggs on toast.
Look what Mummy's made for you! Animal rescue! Oh, I've got a feeling this isn't going to take very long. That's it. Hey! Oh, you coming for cuddle? Oh. Not very well. Can you do it? I'm sure it's the type of mum that made my own hummus.
You call it hummus.
I said hummus.
You say hummus. It's hummus. It's hummus. But you say hummus.
I didn't.
Well, I've got evidence.
Right. Made my own hummus. I don't care.
Voila, look at that. Delicious.
Okay, we've moved on from the sensory play and we are now doing a little bit of non-bake baking. So Rue and I are going to make, it's called yogurt bark or something. I saw it on Madeline Shaw's Instagram. It's basically like a frozen tray of yogurt with fruit on top, and then you can just snap bits off as a snack. Rufy, you're not supposed to eat it now. Here it is, yogurt berry bark, about to go in the freezer, minus the masking tape from the, don't touch, from the animal rescue. I managed to eat at lunchtime, and I also managed to get a few things on my to-do list done. Rufus only slept for an hour. He woke up very upset, and the only thing I can really do to distract him is walking. So I put him in his snow coat in the mountain buggy, and we took him for a walk around the park, and that completely chilled him out. Now he's just eating some melty puffs and watching some Bing. He's had some Nurofen. Are they nice? You like those, don't you? Oh, chicken. I think while he's watching his show and he's happy, I'm going to get a little bit of work done on my phone because I've got a few Instagrams coming up next month, which is tomorrow. I just realised next month is tomorrow. So I'm just going to draft a few copies for posts that I haven't taken yet, but I like to kind of have an idea or come up with ideas and then kind of draft something to like a skeleton to build on. So I'm going to do that, hopefully. We'll see.
Adjusted. No, Rufus, I don't want you smashing banana all over the sofa. Where's the controls? Alexa, turn off telly. Let me just get this all focused. Grace, don't sit on my shoulder. Why is he doing that? I hate my life. Why is he doing that? Oh, for God's sake. That's better. Is that better? Stay in focus. Why is he going in and out of focus? Can you do me a favour, put that banana on top of that? Guys, be careful on the stairs, Grace, and don't let me... So.
I got chocolate.
Yes? You accidentally pooed your pants? Yep. Can you just put them in the room so I can finish the video? And I'm working!